Hey guys, this is the Pathetic Pro, and with this video I want to help out a really good friend of mine and others who want to switch from console gaming to PC gaming without breaking their bank. Now, the price point of this build is going to be around the price point of the upcoming PlayStation 5, which is about $500-ish US. Now, this micro ATX build will be able to compete with PS5 in good terms, so I hope this video finds you well and helps some of you guys out, and without further wait, let's dive straight in. On the first stake we have another Ryzen 5 CPU. This is the Ryzen 5 2600 CPU. Now, this is a second gen Ryzen 5 CPU. Unlike the previous CPU that I showed off in my previous video, it's a second gen Ryzen 5 CPU with 6 overclockable cores and base frequency of 3.4 GHz and boost frequency of 3.9 GHz on all cores. What this means is, this is actually a pretty good CPU for handling medium to high intensity workloads, allowing your games to run smoothly while still being super affordable. Well, moving on, we have the micro ATX motherboard. Now, because of the budget constraints, I had to go with this motherboard. Unlike the one we used in the previous build, this motherboard only has 2 RAM slots that can hold up to 32 gigs of memory, which still is a lot even for the high-end gaming build. Now, this motherboard is also equipped with all the ports that you're going to be needing in your gaming build. Now, since we have 2 available memory slots on our motherboard, why not use both of them? Keeping this in mind, I decided to go with 2 4 gigs of RAM sticks from Crucial BALLISTIX for a total of 8 gigs of RAM on our console killer. Now, I personally think that any gaming build deserves to have at least 8 gigs of RAM to deliver smooth gaming performance on all games. Moving to the storage, we have 256 gigs of SSD. Now, before anyone starts weeping about the capacity, I just want to let you guys know that I'm well aware of the fact that yes, in today's world, 256 gigs is not much. I could have gone with a 1 TB hard drive, but that would have made our build a lot slower. Although I will be listing out the 1 TB hard drive if you guys want to check it out. I encourage each and every one of you to add more gigs or maybe more terabytes to your rig in the future. If you guys are not into games and the load times don't bother you, then you might want to go with a hard drive, because that's gonna give you a lot more space than an SSD, although it might be really slow as compared to an SSD. And now we have the main component of our build, the graphics card. Now, I didn't want to make a lot of compromises in this area, so I chose to go with the RX 580 8GB version from AMD. This is a well-capable graphics card with a feather-light price tag. And for example, this graphics card is way better than a GTX 1050 Ti 4GB version from Nvidia. Nothing but compliments for this tech. This card will get you 75 plus stable FPS on all currently popular titles. Now we have the body of our build. Yes, I'm talking about the case. Since we're on a tight budget, I did not want to spend a lot of money on a case and rather put it on key parts of our build. Surprisingly though, I was able to find a case with tempered glass side panel with an 80mm case fan already installed in it, and on top of it, it also has an RGB strip built in it, just to make your build more enticing, while keeping all under 45 bucks. Last but never ever the least, we have the power supply. Well, for this build, I had to go with a super affordable power supply which was capable of handling the build and maybe one overclocked component of our build. This is a 400 watt semi-modular power supply from EVGA. This power supply is really reliable and it comes with all the necessary cables that you're going to be needing in your build. Well, on one safe note, if you decide to overclock your build, make sure that your build has enough cooling and is not overheating and therefore damaging the parts. If you want to keep the temps of your build, consider adding more case fans and cleaning your build on regular intervals. Well, that's it for the video guys. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button and sub for more such content. If you didn't like the video or have some suggestions on how I can improve the content, please list them down on the comment sections below. That helps me out a lot. I've been the Pathetic Bro and I'm signing out.